Hello, friends. This is Sammy, and I'm coming live. I wanted to talk today about when you come to the end of yourself. And what brought me to this topic was I have come to the end of myself, and it's a journey. And so I wanted to just share a little bit about it for those that I know are on the journey. So when you come to the end of yourself, and what that means is when you decide to surrender to what Spirit has for you. When you make a decision, when you set an intention to surrender to what Spirit has for you, oh my God, oh my God, so many things begin to surround you in your whole mind, your whole everything begins to open up. You begin to be way more receptive to the energy around you. You begin to connect so much more deeply to the spirit world. And I I am so excited about this that it just feels like doors opening and blocks removed. And that's the feeling that I get with this. And I guess this is why I love this work so much. I love it so much because this is the type of responses that my clients get. The same type of response that I got to surrendering. And surrender looks different from it for everybody. Surrender may look like one thing for you, might look like something else for somebody else. Surrender is different for everybody. I surrender and I'm so excited about it because for me, it was like I felt like I was struggling, always pulling teeth and, always trying to push through and knowing that's not even my design. I'm not even designed to do that. That's just not, I'm just not. And I know this, but why was I not dealing with it? Hold on a second. Let me see if I can hear myself. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can hear myself. You begin to be way more receptive to the energy around you. Okay, I can hear myself. I wanted to make sure. So, you just begin to be so open, to so many things because what happens many times is we get so closed off and we allow ourselves to stay there, even if we know that that's not healthy at all. But we do, we get so closed off and and then we wonder why, we're not manifesting, nothing is happening in our life. We're praying and wishing and hoping on a prayer and all this kind of stuff, but we're not making any progress. And so when you decide, because that is the thing, is so many people are so willing to give up responsibility for their own self. And I see it every day. You just give up responsibility for your own self. You give up responsibility for your money. You give up responsibility for your time. You just give up responsibility for yourself. And you think that somebody else is supposed to, magically make it all better. When really what it is you have to surrender to your God self and start taking responsibility for yourself. And don't expect or allow anybody else to come through and have to take responsibility for you. It's quite simple. And so, when you come to the end of yourself, I mean, it is a revelation that hit me so hard because I feel like I was striving to get to this place. And I felt like it was just a struggle and, so many things. And I just, I don't know. And so getting to this place where I am coming to the end of myself, is huge. And I highly recommend it because it has, I mean, really drastically changed my life. It changed my life, and I'm just so grateful. And I just, yeah, I don't even know, but I want to just encourage you. You are in this space, and especially if you feel like, you've just been plugging and doing, and you don't see anything returning, and you don't see anything moving, and nothing shifting in your life, but you feel like you are, you're taking courses, and you're, doing the things that the people are telling you to do, the coaches and these folks and stuff, and nothing seems to be, manifesting for you in that way. Or you're doing the manifestation, you're writing the affirmations, you're doing the visualizations, but nothing has changed. You still got the same old job, you still got the same old raggedy friends, you still don't have a decent partner, all these things. And so you feel that way. It's time to come to the end of yourself. It's time to come to the end of yourself. Ask yourself, begin to look at your life and look at your patterns and look and see, you know what they've been like, because typically you have a pattern. Everybody does. We all do. We all have a pattern, and all of ours are not the same. As many people as there are, as many patterns it could be. So I'm just saying, but everybody has one in common, because when you sit down and you look over your life, you will see it. And that was one of the things that made me understand that I had an abandonment wound, because I looked back over my life and I started doing inventory just to see, and all this stuff. And then I could see how one thing affected the other, because I was looking to find, and I was looking to understand, and I was looking so that I could have clarity, so that I could move on and move through this thing. But now I understand that it's so important to get karma clearing. That is so important. OM. And it's so important to have some help and some healing activations, which is why that is something that I'm going to do, is on my heart to do, to create some healing activations for you guys, because people need that. And I am so excited, for the opportunity and for the spiritual nudge to do it, and so as we go, I'll be creating some. I'll pop some in here, and then of course some will probably go on my website, so you can purchase those if you want to. But yeah, so I'm really ready to continue to help people to heal, continue to help people move forward in their life, continue to use my life as an example, because y'all know I'm pretty much an open book. I wrote a book about it. Matter of fact, let me show it to y'all just in case somebody's on here and they haven't had a chance to get it. I wrote a book about it, all about my life. It's a part of it. And I said, this is a story of how one decision can have massive spiraling effects on your life and everyone around you. And that, my friends, is what is true today, and what I'm talking about. One time of surrender. And you know what? It doesn't matter if you surrendered 9,000 times. It doesn't matter. Once you come to the end and you surrender that last time, to me, it's like quitting smoking. Now, it took me a few different times to quit smoking, because I quit for a while, and I stopped, and I was going to church and all this stuff, and so I stopped, and then that wasn't apparently enough, and so I went back to smoking and smoked some more. I think I was getting in the middle of a divorce at that time, and somebody offered me one, and I took it, and I should have refused, like I always did, because I still used to go outside with them, because that's when you get to have a conversation off the floor. I worked in the hospital, and so anyhow, that was a few different times I did that. And finally, the last time, and for me, I have never been able to do patches or none of those pillows, Chantix. That thing gave me the night terrors. Wellbutrin didn't do anything. The patches, I still smoke with the patches. So that wasn't it, And so what it was when I came to the end of myself in that arena. When I came to the end of myself in that arena was when I was able to drop that nasty habit. You know what I mean? When I came to the end of it. And it's the same way with everything else. So you surrender. So I surrendered that, but did I surrender this other thing? No, I didn't surrender that. I was kind of, petting that and holding on to it and, making it my excuse or whatever. So I'm surrendering that. And so that is a whole nother time that you think about that. It's like, maybe if I decide today, if I'm at the end of myself, I've already done everything I know to do. I'm at the end of myself and I'm tired of going around this same merry-go-round. I'm tired of doing that. I'm tired of going round and round and round the block. I'm tired of it. I'm ready for change. I need something else, And so when you get to that place, regardless of when it is, regardless of how many times you feel like you've been there, I know and I can tell you, and I'm also a person who can help you because I do offer private 45-minute sessions. If you're interested in that, you can drop me a chat and drop me a note in the comments, and or you can go to my website or my email and send me an email. All right, but that's something that is so important because people think that just because you gave at the office, you know, last year doesn't mean that you might not have to give at the office this year. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's healing, and I want to say that I want to put this out there: healing is not linear, and it doesn't mean that just because you got healed last time, but then something else came up or triggered or whatever, that you're not healed. It just means that you need a little more support and a little more work. And that is one of the areas that I specialize in. So I am just grateful to be here, and I'm thanking, I thank y'all for joining me, those of you that are live, and those of you that catch the replay. And I hope that you're subscribed, and if you're not, why not? Subscribe and like the video so that YouTube knows that it's likable, and also share it out to your friends and people that you know that this can help. Because y'all, I am so real about this, and I know I joke about it, and I, make laughter, and and I tell stories about it and stuff. But that's just to help you to understand, how it is, and then I also want you to know that, I'm human like everybody else. I am intuitive and I'm intuitive Tammy, but I am human. I have my days where I don't want to be bothered with nobody and I don't want to do shit, but I do what I do. So anyway, and then, I even have those times where I really got to shift my energy. And so you know what I do? Like I just did earlier today. I put on some Michael Jackson. I was feeling a little tired. I had a busy day yesterday and I drove a lot, which I don't typically. And so I put on some Michael Jackson. I put on Smooth Criminal, and I worked out to it because that's what I've been doing. I said I'm gonna work out, do my dancing workout because that's what I enjoy. I like it. I got me some hand weights, so I put them in and I did it. Did my punches, you know, and that's what I did. So but that if y'all don't know, that shifts energy like nothing else. A good workout, any kind. Because I did about 10 minutes, it wasn't no long, nothing. I did about 10 minutes. I did about two rounds of Smooth Criminal, and I think I played something else. Can't even think of what. Stranger in Moscow, which I did stretching to that. Just intuitive stretching, and it was just amazing, and it felt so good, you know? And so to me, that is just part of self-care and loving on you, you know? So anyway, I appreciate y'all. And again, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Check out the playlist that is under this video. And also make sure that you are following me at Intuitive Tammy on TikTok. If you're there, because I go live there and I do healings, readings, prayers, messages from heaven sometimes, and I'm doing a little bit differently because I'm going to start doing more healing work over there because that is definitely beautiful. So if you come over there, that is great. But I appreciate you and I thank you for subscribing, all of you. And I hope that your day is magical. And if you need some support in that, and I do offer private sessions, 45 minutes, $155. So have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.